Hi, everybody. So this is the introduction to the class. So basically, welcome to CIS-1, fall 2022. So basically, this class is about computers, and there's two different kind of parts to the class. One part is theoretical. So whenever you see on the syllabus something that says computer concepts, then that is kind of the theoretical part. You know, what is a computer? What is a CPU? What is memory? What is the internet? Those kind of things. How does it work? The other part is more hands-on, and that has to do with Microsoft Office and the 4 programs that are part of Microsoft Office. We'll be looking at Word. I think after that, we'll look at Excel, and we'll do some projects from that. Then we do PowerPoint, and lastly, we'll look at Access, which is a database program. So we'll be looking at word processors, spreadsheet software, which is Excel, presentation software, which is PowerPoint, and then a database, which is Access. And those will be kind of spread out, and you'll have assignments that you have to do for each one of those 4 pieces of software. Now, we'll have 4 tests on the material. So there'll be 2 tests about the computer concept stuff. You won't be doing any assignments for computer concepts other than reading the text and listening to my lectures. And because this class is asynchronous, it's very important that you do watch the lectures. Most of the material that I test from and that I think is important, I cover in my lectures. And I won't say most, actually, I should say all of the material. I also go over the software assignments in lectures, where I do an example project that pretty much shows you how to do all of the things that you need to do for the assignment. So for instance, for Word, there are 3 parts to the Word assignment, and I'll do a lecture for each one. I don't know why I'm coughing all of a sudden. I think I need more coffee. There we go. So there'll be 2 tests on the computer concepts material, and then there'll be 2 tests on the software material. I talked about this a little bit when I looked at the syllabus in my kind of overview of the syllabus. Now, in order to take this class, you have to have Cengage Unlimited /MindTap. So you do need to have that in order to download files, upload your projects, and in order to have access to the book. So let's take a look at how your grade is going to get evaluated. Basically, for the software assignments, you will, well, let me put it this way. You have 5 tries at each one. So you should, what happens is you do it. You can do it offline. Then you submit it. So you upload it to Cengage. Cengage then grades it and produces a report for you that shows you where you missed points and exactly what you didn't do right or you missed. So then what you can do is you can take that file and you can modify it. So you can try to fix it and upload it again. And then you'll get another report. It'll grade it again. It'll generate another report, and it'll show you, if you still missed something, what it is. And then you can do it again. You can submit the project up to 5 times. So that means after the first try, you have 4 more attempts. So you should be able to get really, really close to 100%, especially if you start working on it early, because you'll have plenty of time. Now, the projects in and of themselves, I don't think are super difficult, but they become much more difficult if you don't give yourself enough time. So time management is really important, because I won't be able to get on you in person saying you need to start working on this. You just need to know that you need to work on stuff and spend small chunks of time instead of trying to do everything. For instance, the Word assignment is actually 3 separate assignments. I'll show you. So let's see how this works. Where is my share screen? There it is. I have to jump up here so that I can see. So let me share my screen. This is our Canvas page. And while I'm here at the home page for the Canvas screen, you can see that there are some links here. They're graphic links. And it says that you can contact and talk with me directly in 3 ways: via email, via the Canvas inbox, or via Conferzoom when I have, twice a week, I'll have office hours where I will be, like for here, Tuesdays 6 to 7. I will only be online for half an hour if nobody shows up. It's usually 20 minutes to half an hour, and then I get bored. So if nobody shows up, you know, at 6 or 6:15 or 6:20, then I'll just close it down because I assume nobody wants me. So if you're going to come late, let me know. Fridays from 10 to 11 a.m. I will also be online. And again, it'll be, you know, closer to 10:30 if nobody shows up. My student hours are for you. So they are, I will talk about or answer questions or clarify anything that you need clarified. If you can't come to either one of those, we'll try to make an appointment, although I'm super busy this semester. But we can always try to fit you in somewhere. Okay. So I will typically contact you via Canvas announcements at least once a week. So I'll let you know what you should be doing for a particular week, what's due, if anything, etc. You will also get stuff when I do announcements. It'll come to your email also, your Chafee email. Now, it's very important that you check your Chafee email on a regular basis. It's the only way that I can, you know, communicate with you. So you need to get a Cengage Unlimited MindTap account, and you only need one account for all of your classes. So if you have another class that's using Cengage Unlimited or MindTap, you only need one. You don't buy it twice, because it'll give you access to all of that stuff through Cengage. You can add multiple classes to the account without paying any more. Now, you should create an account even if you don't have the access code yet. It'll work for 7 days for free, but it will bug you to enter an access code. So the way that you do that is you go to Cengage.com, and then you use your Chafee email account, and you search for Chafee College Rancho Cucamonga, and you find our class and add it to your classes. Once you have done that, you can kind of ignore the Cengage, at least for this class, the Cengage website. So basically, you just go to Cengage.com, you do a search. Space in there for some reason. You go to Students, Cengage Unlimited, and then you can, where are we? Oh. Okay. So then basically you can hold on. Don't buy it from Cengage because you won't be able to use the grant. So I think we should be able to click on sign in, except they've changed this a little bit, but we should be able to click on sign in. Now it says instructor center. Damn it, it's logging me in. Sign out. It's because I was already logged in. So if I click sign in, then it should say new user, create an account. And basically you just click here, student, you type in your email, you click next, you pick Chaffey College, Rancho Cucamonga, you go through the steps. It's going to ask you for information. Go ahead and fill all that stuff out, and you should be able to create an account. Okay, so that's how that works. Our class section number is 25757. And once you have your Cengage Unlimited account set up and you have entered the access code, you can kind of ignore the Cengage website and just link to everything through the Canvas page. And I'll talk about that in a minute. Check your email regularly, the Chaffey one. Check our Canvas page on a regular basis. You'll be able to see my announcements and anything that's coming up that's due. I will record and post lectures. Watch them. Like I said, a lot of my material comes from me and not really from the book. A lot of the software stuff comes out of the book. So make sure that you take some time to watch the lectures, and I'll show you how that works and how you can do that in a minute. If you have questions about anything, you can contact me. I have student hours twice a week. Come talk to me. I can make an appointment with you. Make sure that if you email me, that you use my CSUSB email. In the subject field, make sure that you put CIS-1 and your name so you don't get stuck in my spam folder, although even if you do that, sometimes you'll get stuck in my spam folder anyway. And you should be able to send me messages here from Canvas by going to the inbox or announcements and sending a message. Assignments will be posted the first day I cover the topic, and will be due on the due date. The due dates are all, well, they'll be online also, but they are on the syllabus. And when I start talking about a particular topic, so for instance, next Monday, not this coming Monday, but the Monday afterwards, we'll be starting Word. So I will post all of the lectures for Word, and I will post the assignments for Word. So you need to make sure that your Cengage account is up and running by next week. Today is Sunday, by the 22nd. For the tests, I always post a video review. So I will, and by the way, most of my videos are already recorded. So I will post a review for the test that will go over all of the material that's on the test. And then I will also post the test, which you'll access from your Canvas page. And then that you'll have a chance to take that after you watch the review once or twice or 3 times or 5 times. I don't know how many times you want to watch it. It's fine. Instructions for the tests and assignments will be talked about in the lecture and described when given. So basically, I'm going to do the next week when we start Word, I will post a video on how to do the assignments and turn them in. So make sure that you watch that. And I'll talk about exactly what it is that you need to do. And I will post lectures on the modules themselves. Okay, so that's where you go first. Start here. Then we'll click on the back here and we'll go to the home page. And I'll show you that here is the link for the syllabus. Here is the fall 22 syllabus overview. You should watch that. How long is it? It's 12 minutes. I go over the syllabus. You can download it here by clicking download, and then you could print it out. I would at least print out the schedule. Here it is. There's more to it here. And it talks about the Cengage, MindTap, grant, et cetera, et cetera. Let me close this. If I scroll down, you'll see that the syllabus is also kind of here. So there's a page that's basically a web page that is the syllabus. So let's go back to home. Now, once you have your Cengage account set up, you'll be able to access the book by clicking on the book link. And usually I try to link to the exact part of the book that you should be reading. So for instance, this first week, you should be looking at Computer Concepts Module 1. If you click on that, you'll see that you get nothing except for another thing to click on. So it will open in a new window. And again, you have to have your Cengage account set up, otherwise it won't work. By the way, one of the ways to set up the Cengage account is just to try to access the book, and you'll get to the spot where it says, ooh, please sign in. And so you can create the account there. Here, you can see that it says Concepts Module 1. And if I click on 1.1, for instance, it will take me to the book. Oh, and it'll take me to the last page that I was looking at, and I already looked at this once. So it should take you to the beginning of module 1.1. It's here somewhere. There we go. Module 1, 1.1. And it kind of navigates just like a book. You can scroll up and down, and you can look at that material. I will also post a video for this. Now, for Cengage, Computer Concepts Module 1. Oh, I got to close this and go back home and come back to the book. You can see, oh, I shouldn't have closed it, that there are multiple modules for this chapter. They call them modules instead of chapters. So you can see that there's 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. You can also see, if you scroll down, that the rest of the book is available here. And you can kind of putz around that way. So let me close this and go back home. And let's look at lectures. So now here I have lectures. And you can see that here posted is Computer Concepts Module 1, and it's the lecture. And by the way, this page will be modified a little bit. I'm going to get rid of the rest. And I basically lecture like I would lecture in class. So here is my helpful hint. One, my lectures here, this first one is about an hour long. So don't watch the whole hour. Watch it in small sections. My second hint is, what's going on? You can change the speed. So the playback speed, you can actually speed up. And if you do that, why is it not loading? There's something funky with my internet connection. I don't know why. Yeah, it's doing something funky. Let me reload this. And let's see what's going on. By the way, my lectures will be broken up into weeks. And as we go through the weeks, I will, here's weeks 2 and 3. I will post things that you need, and it will go up. So let's see if I can't get this to work correctly. So click. What if I watch it on YouTube? Will that work? Communicate like a pro. Oh.
Win at work by communicating effectively with Grammarly.
Sorry about the ads.
He is emailing.
Skip ads. There we go. Here
Hello,
I am.
everybody. Here's my second go at actually recording this video.
So I'm going to mute this really quick because I want to show you that you can change the playback speed. Let's go with 1.75 and see what happens.
Computer concepts part of the book. It's called Module 1, Impact of Digital Technology. And I'm going to talk about mostly stuff that isn't in the chapter, and then we'll talk about some of the things that are in the chapter. Make sure that you browse the chapter and watch the video, because the video stuff will definitely be on the test, and there'll be some stuff from the chapter on the test as well. Again, we'll do a review.
I think that's acceptable, and you can still hear it because I tend to talk fairly slowly. It'll help you to speed it up. Also, like I said, some of my lectures are 40 minutes. They tend to be around 40 to 50 minutes long. Break them into small sections. You typically have a week or two to watch them. So you should have plenty of time to watch the lectures. I will post the lectures, like I said, on our Canvas page. And see, here's the introduction to the class. This is the old introduction to the class. That'll be this lecture that I'm doing now. And then next week, we'll have how to submit assignments and Word Module 1. How long is that one? That's about an hour. Word Module 2, that's about 55 minutes. And Word Module 3 is a little bit longer than an hour. Again, you can watch those in small chunks, and hopefully that will help getting through the material. You know, watching a half an hour is a lot easier than watching, you know, a whole hour, and watching half an hour at 1.75 speed doesn't take half an hour. It takes like, you know, 20 minutes. So, or a little bit less, 17, 18 minutes. So that should be perfectly fine. If you have questions about stuff, then you have to ask me somehow. My favorite way is for you to come to my student hours. Now, so the lectures will be the videos. Okay, so that's the lectures link. So let me go back to the home page and I'll click on assignments. And I can't click, damn it. I can't click on assignments. I'm on the syllabus now because there's no link for assignments since there aren't any yet. And there's no link for the tests. Now, you can theoretically click over here on assignments and you won't see anything, but I do because I'm the professor. So here you can see it says assignments, Word Module 1, 2, 3. So that means that there's 3 parts to the Word assignment. And I'll just show you really quickly how this works. You will click on the assignment. Then again, there'll be another little button to click on. You'll let that load. It'll hook up to Cengage. And you'll do a couple of things. You will download. Well, first you come here. And it says assignment details, maximum number of submissions allowed, 5. Number of submissions you have remaining, 5. Clicking start to submit or to begin the assignment. So once I click there, you can see that there's an instruction file. So these are the instructions. So if I click it and open it, it will open in Word in the wrong window. And you can see here are the instructions. And it says open the file, save the file. You'll need this file and you'll need this. So then you just go through project steps. Change the document theme to Office. Change the document theme colors to red. etc. Now, if I were you, I'd print this out so that you don't have to spend, well, so that you can mark off the steps that you've done. So I tend to print this out. There should also be at the end of all of the steps, a picture of what it should look like when you're done. Now, the other thing that you have to get is you have to get the start file. So the start file, I'll download it and open it. It again opens up here instead of down here. And here's the document. I'll click Enable Editing. Here's the document that I need to work on. So most of the content is provided for you already. And then you just follow the steps and modify it. You do not have to be online. I'll close that. There's the support file. There's a picture that we needed. So you got to download that because you have to insert this picture into the document somewhere, and that's the one that you want. Okay, so once you have completed that, and like I said, you don't have to do it in one sitting, and you don't have to be online to work on it. You do have to have Office installed on your computer or use Office Online, which is a bit tricky to do some things. Okay, so it's much better if you can get the MS Office installed on your computer instead of using the online version. Let me talk about that for a second. You should be able to buy it through the bookstore and use part of your grant money for it if you don't already have it. So I would recommend that highly. Having said that, once you have completed your document, you can save it and then you drag it into here. And it will then, you can click submit. And once you submit it, here, let me submit mine. Here it is. So let me submit it. So in order for me to submit it, I have to rename it. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, and change the this PC and change the name from 1 to 2 and click Save. And then I'm going to submit that file. And obviously it's going to mark me wrong for a whole bunch of stuff. So where is it? Oh, it's in downloads. I think today, I don't know where I saved it to. Let me go back to my Word document. Oh, I better open it again. Where did I save it to? And the way I find that out is I just click on Save As again. And I click this PC and it saved it to Windows C. So that's where it saved it. So in order to find it, I have to go there. So when I click here, I have to go to Windows and then I should be able to find it. Oh, it's not there. Oh, did it go into my documents? Oh, hell, I don't know where it went. Cancel. Let's do that again. Yes, it's always on the wrong screen. File, save as, this PC. I'll put it on in my downloads. I'll change the name from 1 to 2. Then I'll close this and I'll upload it. So I'll click here. I'll go to my downloads. Here it is. I can drag it onto here and hit cancel. And you can see that it says saved files. So it's here, and it says submit for grade. So I will submit. Submission successfully graded. Now I can look at the graded summary report. It downloads it, and I'll open it. And again, it's on the wrong window. I have two screens. And you can see that I missed everything. I got 0 out of 100 because I didn't do anything. But it does tell me, hey, I didn't do this. You will, like, if I did this part and I did this part wrong, then I would get partial credit for this step. And it would tell me, hey, this is the part that you didn't do. So this shows you, again, all of your mistakes. You can then go through, open your file again, and edit it and resubmit. And like I said, you can resubmit up to 5 times. If you don't know how to do something, you can also click this little study guide. And everything's taking forever to load. It says here, step number 1. Oh, I can read about it, or I can see how to change the theme, for instance, by looking at a little training video. So this is very helpful. If you don't know how to do something, this will show you. So I can play this.
When you change the document theme, you apply a new set of colors, fonts, and effects to the document. Click the Design tab on the ribbon.
So this will take you through exactly how to do it.
In the document formatting group, click
Here
the
again,
Themes button.
if it's a little bit slow for you, you can change the
Word displays a
speed.
gallery of themes you can apply to the document. In the Office category, click Berlin. Word applies the new theme to the document, which changes
Anyway.
the appearance of it.
So you can see that the training tells you exactly how to do it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and close this window. And close this. And like I said, you can do this the first time and then 4 more times. So let me make sure that when you do the assignments, that you do them through Canvas. So I want to emphasize that. Don't go to Cengage and do the assignments. Always click here and then click on the assignments tab or link here, and that'll take you to the assignments, and you'll be able to see. It'll look a little bit differently than it does here, because you'll only be able to see the assignments that are currently due. Okay, so there's 3 of them. There are 3 separate ones for Word. I will do another video that just focuses on how to do those. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here? Access everything through our homepage. When we have a test, there'll be a link to the test. All you'll have to do is click on it, and you'll get, well, here, I'll show you really quickly. You can't click on quizzes, you won't see anything. So if you click on that one, you'll be able to see, hey, this is chapter test 1. Watch the video of the test review and take notes. So there's a section here where I'm telling you, you have 45 minutes to complete the test, et cetera, et cetera. It tells you here, and then you just click start. It'll say start here. And there'll be a available from date and a due date. And you'll just click take test, and you take the test. Now, all of my tests, you have to start and finish. You have 1 shot at taking it. So here you have 45 minutes to complete the test. If you have any other issues, let me know. Once you have started the test, you have to complete it in the same session. Okay. So that's how the tests work. Again, the links will work when a test is due, when we have some assignments that are due. Right now, only the lectures, the book, syllabus, and start here works. I typically, in the assignments page, oh, not in the assignments page. Where is it? in the book, we'll have things set up by week. So here, for instance, with the book, I will have for Word, it has the Word reading. So this is Word Module 1, creating documents with Word, and this is the assignment for Module 1. That's the first assignment. So you can see here, I have the reading and the assignment, the reading and the assignment. In my lectures page, I will have the lectures for each assignment and each module. So for instance, if I scroll down here till we get to here, you can see that it says Word Module 1. That's this one. Then this one is Word Module 2 and Word Module 3. So I've done a lecture for each one of the modules, etc. It'll go on when we, you know, Computer Concepts Module 3, Part 1 and 2, so etc. You'll be able to see this stuff. So I tend to organize everything by week. Now, since we are asynchronous, make sure that you know, if you have questions, come to my student hours. I have, you know, I'm more than willing to help you, explain to you how to do something, show you how to do stuff. So if you don't know, if you get stuck on something in an assignment, come to the office hours. I typically give you plenty of time to do the assignments, I think. Sometimes I think I give you guys too much time. But for instance, we start on 8/22 with Microsoft Word. So the assignments are posted, the lecture is posted, the reading is posted, and it's not due for over a month. So you have plenty of time to work on stuff in small steps. And if you get confused, to either look at the training or come talk to me and we'll figure it out together. In a Zoom meeting, I can share my screen and I can, you know, work on Word. And I have, for instance, the assignment steps right here printed out so I can go over stuff with you. And I can show you how to do it, okay? If you have issues with any of that stuff, anything about the class, come to my student hours. Tuesday, 6 to 7, Friday, 10 to 11. So hopefully you will enjoy this class and you will get out of this class as much as you put into it on your own, okay? So understand that since we're not in a classroom, you're going to have to kind of self-motivate. So keep that in mind. It's very important. Like I said, you will learn and get as much out of this class as you put into it. So having said that, I will stop sharing. So that's what you need to do this week is watch the lecture on Computer Concepts 1 and look at the book and make sure that you have a Cengage account all set up. Then we'll be ready next week when we start actually having assignments, okay? So having said that, hopefully you'll enjoy this class and you'll have a good semester, not just for my class, but for all your classes. So we'll see you later. Bye. Now I'm going to figure out how to stop recording. There we go. Okay, we'll see you. Bye.